This is an information session about the proposed new enterprise agreement for teachers employed at List D schools. Today, your employer wants to provide you with some important information about the proposed enterprise agreement that will cover your terms and conditions of employment as a teacher. The proposed enterprise agreement is the Teachers, New South Wales Catholic Schools List D Enterprise Agreement 2013. It has a nominal expiry date of the 31st of December 2013 and will replace the current Teachers Catholic Independent Schools List D Enterprise Agreement 2011. The List D schools are the Dunley Centre, Australia's original boys' town, Holy Saviour School, Oak Hill College, Our Lady of Lebanon School, Red Bend Catholic College, St Charbel's College, St Gregory's College, the John Burns School, St Lucy's School, St Maroon's College, St Paul's International College, and Trinity Catholic College. Why do we need a new enterprise agreement? Your current enterprise agreement, the Teachers Catholic Independent Schools List D Enterprise Agreement 2011, reached its nominal expiry date on the 31st of December 2011. Your employer believes it is important to provide teachers with certainty in their salaries and employment conditions for 2013. This certainty can be provided through the proposed enterprise agreement. The Fair Work Act also requires that the content of the agreement be explained to employees in an appropriate manner. Your employer has developed a plain English document which summarises the key content within the proposed enterprise agreement. This summary document is available in hard copy in the staff room. It is also included in the email sent to you which contained this presentation. In brief, the proposed agreement largely replicates your current agreement but includes some improvements to your salaries and makes a number of technical and typographical changes. Firstly, with respect to salaries, the agreement enshrines the 2.5% increase to teachers' salaries which has been paid at most schools. Additionally, the proposed enterprise agreement ensures that teachers at St Gregory's College, Campbelltown will also receive a 2.5% salary increase, backdated to the first pay period on or after the 1st of January 2013, provided that the agreement is approved by the Fair Work Commission. Accordingly, if the enterprise agreement is not approved, teachers at St Gregory's College, Campbelltown will not receive the salary increase and the salary will remain the same as it currently is. Secondly, the enterprise agreement formalises the 2.5% increase to salaries which has been paid since the first pay period on or after the 1st of January 2012. The enterprise agreement also proposes a number of technical and typographical changes. For instance, to improve clarity, calculated fortnightly and casual rates are now included in the enterprise agreement. In the past, only an annual rate was included in the EA, along with the formulae on how to calculate the fortnightly and casual rates. There have also been changes made to the parental leave and superannuation clauses to update them in line with legislative changes. Lastly, there have been minor changes to the classification structure to delete obsolete classifications. For example, conditionally classified 2 years trained teachers and 2 years trained teachers. These changes will not, however, affect existing employees' classification or their progression on the salary scale. In summary, the proposed enterprise agreement is not intended to be controversial. It is put in place to ensure your employment conditions are protected. The proposed enterprise agreement, as far as possible, preserves your existing entitlements under your current agreement and incorporates a number of technical and typographical changes. The agreement also enshrines the pay increases of 2.5% already paid from the first pay period on or after the 1st of January 2012 and from the first pay period on or after the 1st of January 2013 for most schools. It also ensures that teachers at St Gregory's College Campbelltown also receive an increase of 2.5%, backdated to the first pay period commencing on or after the 1st of January 2013, provided the agreement is approved by the Fair Work Commission. The Fair Work Act requires that employees have access to the proposed enterprise agreement and all documents referred to in the enterprise agreement before the vote takes place. A hard copy of the proposed enterprise agreement is available for you to view in the staff room. If you encounter any difficulties at all accessing an electronic copy of the agreement, please contact your principal or their delegate, as it is essential that you have the ability to be able to view the agreement before you cast a vote. Finally, if you wish to have your own printed copy of the enterprise agreement, please contact your principal or their delegate. In order for the agreement to be valid, we first need to put it to a vote. And for the agreement to be approved, more than 50% of valid votes cast must say yes to the agreement. The vote will be conducted electronically by the Australian Election Company, a neutral third party. The Australian Election Company will email to you instructions on how to vote electronically on Monday, the 16th of September 2013. These instructions will contain your password, which will enable you to vote electronically. Voting will commence at 8 a.m. on Monday the 16th of September 2013 and close at 5 p.m. on Wednesday the 18th of September 2013. It is imperative that you cast your vote before 5 p.m. on Wednesday the 18th of September 2013 to ensure that your vote counts. Each employee, including casuals who have worked during Term 3, has the right to vote. An FAQ on the ballot has been prepared and is included in the email which contained this presentation. A printed copy of the FAQ is also available in the staff room. If your employer does not have an email address for you, the Australian Election Company will post your password to you. If you do not receive an email containing your voting instructions on the 16th of September 2013, or your password via post shortly thereafter, you must contact your employer immediately. So, what needs to happen to have the proposed enterprise agreement approved? Under the Fair Work Act 2009, the proposed enterprise agreement needs to be endorsed by a majority of employees who cast a valid vote. After the 18th of September 2013, the Australian Election Company will advise your employer of the outcome of the vote. If a majority of employees across all schools who cast valid votes vote yes in favour of the agreement can be lodged with the Fair Work Commission for approval. The Fair Work Commission will then assess each enterprise agreement to ensure that it complies with the Fair Work Act. In particular, it must be satisfied that it passes the Better Off Overall test. The Better Off Overall test ensures that the terms and conditions of the enterprise agreement will provide better conditions overall than that provided under the relevant modern award for teachers. If the Fair Work Commission then approves the enterprise agreement, it will commence 7 days after that approval. The increased salaries will then commence for teachers at St Gregory's College Campbelltown and be backdated to the first pay period on or after the 1st of January 2013. I would now like to recap all the information I have provided to you in today's presentation. It is important that we provide teachers with certainty in salaries and conditions for the 2013 year via an enterprise agreement. The proposed agreement enshrines the 2.5% salary increases paid for 2012 and 2013 for most schools. The proposed enterprise agreement will also ensure that teachers at St Gregory's College, Campbelltown receive a 2.5% salary increase backdated to the first pay period commencing on or after the 1st of January 2013 if the agreement is approved by the Fair Work Commission. The proposed agreement preserves existing working conditions and includes other technical changes, such as superannuation and parental leave. The proposed enterprise agreement has a nominal expiry date of the 31st of December 2013. Your employer and all other List D employers support the new agreement. On behalf of your employer and all List D employers, I encourage you to cast a vote in the upcoming ballot and vote yes in favour of the agreement. Please vote yes and cast your vote as soon as possible and no later than 5 p.m. on Wednesday the 18th of September 2013. If you have any questions or queries regarding the proposed enterprise agreement or the vote, please contact your principal or their delegate as soon as possible.